Hey there! So let's talk about something that's honestly way more important than it sounds: choosing the perfect handmade spice bowl. When I first thought about buying a handmade spice bowl, I had a strong feeling it was the right choice. And when I finally started using it and saw I was right, it made me so proud. These tiny works of art bring such a warm, earthy vibe to your kitchen that mass-produced plastic containers simply can't match. Before I bought mine, I did some pretty detailed research. And in this video, I'm sharing both my research and the insights I gained after actually using it. You might think, it's just a spice bowl. How important can the size be? But believe me, it's more important than you think. There's always a risk of spilling spices. One wrong move reaching for your favorite salt, and your counter, or worse, the floor, can end up covered. You don't want a bowl that's too deep, making it hard to get your fingers in, or so shallow that a simple bump sends spices flying. A good handmade ceramic spice bowl should be large enough to comfortably fit 3 fingers. Think of it as a cozy little nest for your go-to seasonings. Whether the bowl is glazed or unglazed on the inside is a subtle but super important detail. If you choose a glazed bowl, it's much easier to clean. And from my experience, it's ideal for everyday use because it won't absorb oils or odors. So what about unglazed bowls? They have a beautiful rustic look, but they are porous. If you ever put something strong like mint in one, it might just become your mint bowl forever. I learned this the hard way. That unglazed bowl still smells like mint no matter what I do. So, consider yourselves warned. It's now officially my dedicated mint bowl. Before we buy a handmade clay spice bowl, we all instinctively pick it up, feeling its weight and shape. Another important thing to pay attention to is its balance. Does it sit stably on the counter? Is it too heavy for its size or too light and fragile? Ceramic pieces have this kind of golden ratio. They should feel solid and substantial, but never bulky. And if there's a tiny dip or ridge for your finger, that's an extra pleasant detail during use. We're generally trusting souls, so we tend to believe every label. But, I've learned from past experiences that some bowls labeled handmade weren't actually fully handmade. This question is far from silly. Some so-called handmade bowls are actually mold-produced and just hand-glazed. That's not the same. Truly handmade bowls have small, unique imperfections. Slightly uneven edges, subtle brush marks, slight variations in the glaze. These details are what make them special. They make you feel that human touch. So, if it looks too perfect and smooth, you might want to be a little cautious. So far, we've talked about function and material, but it's also important that the product simply looks nice and matches your home. If you're investing in something handmade, it should also be beautiful. Think earthy tones, tiny speckles, a soft matte texture. It should be easy on the eyes, even just sitting idly on your counter. It should complement your kitchen and make you feel good every time you see it. Anyway, these are just a few small lessons I've learned from moments like, oh, this is so cute, but why isn't it practical? If you're buying something you'll use every single day, it should bring you a little moment of joy. And a well-chosen handmade ceramic spice bowl, it can absolutely do that.